Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream that will hopefully stay up. I swear to God. Anyhow.
We've been having so many issues in every regard.
So good.
In every regard. Like, Tim got rear-ended.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And OBS has been crashing for me over and over and over for literally no reason.
It's because it's a Sunday.
It's because it's a Sunday. Anyhow, hi everybody, welcome to the stream. We are once again starting up our campaign, Liberty Lost, Freedom Gained, Journey to the West. Not really. Anyhow, Natsu Noodle-kun.
Incredible journey.
Nasu. Hi. Also, my voice is now deciding to go.
Yikes.
Just now.
We come bearing noodles. You mean yourself? That's kind of weird. Anyhow,
Noodles or nudes?
noodles. You nasty. Anyhow,
Or in Manchester, they're the same thing. There's a noodle place called Nudes down the street. I'm being 100% serious.
yeah, no, I 100% believe you.
Yeah, that's what I meant. What did you think I meant, Yvonne?
Anyway.
Anyways.
So we are here starting up again
Jason's about to die.
our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. You're not naked. Well, like, goodness gracious, I hope so.
I
Anyhow.
would hope not.
Anyhow.
Moving on.
Moving on. So surrounded around my head, we have our party. And it's been a while, so I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. Over here, we have Melidor219, also known as Matt, who is playing Ziana. Do you want to say a couple of words?
I was so tempted to just be like a couple of words, but
Not
no,
today!
not today. Our amazing DM said it all. Melidor219, aka Matt, and I am playing Ziana, the Drow Bard.
Above him, we have Emily, aka M-Bear, M_Bear_, who is playing Sienna. Would you like to say anything?
I mean, you basically said it. I'm playing a owl barbarian named Sienna Rishi. She likes to rage.
She likes to rage.
Yeah.
He is the angry burb.
She 4 foot.
Above my head, we have Howie, aka Blue, aka Strgtscntst, aka the community boyfriend, playing Meru. Couple of words?
I date everybody because my girlfriend said so.
Well...
Gonna not say anything.
And that is the appropriate response to being told that you have brain damage.
How? I swear to God.
So the funny thing is I don't remember being told that I have brain damage, so...
That's because you have brain damage.
Wow.
See, the funny thing is I don't remember being told that I have brain damage.
Next to Howie, we have KrimzonKnight Gaming, also known as Jamey, playing Jason. Any words? Firm nod. Cool. And below him, we have Tim, aka Linking. Hi, we're all dead. We're streaming
Have you
again.
checked to see?
We're all dead.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on, but OBS literally keeps crashing on me. I don't know why.
so one thing that we learned on Tuesday was that it's actually really fun if we don't tell her when things go wrong in the stream.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Yvonne, we're not getting any sound.
Shut up! I know that's a lie. I truly don't even know.
Yeah,
What's-
Tuesday we got until the end of the stream and before we realized that we weren't getting any sound from the game.
Nice. Can't believe I missed it.
Right? I mean, you can go back and watch the VOD, but
I mean, it's so much better when you watch it in real time.
oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm not gonna deny that.
All right. Anyways, we're at Lincoln Yellow, I believe, doing intro.
Yes. Lincoln Yellow, aka Tim, playing Teldian. The thing is, like, I would just be like, let's get into it right now, because that's everything I wanted to put forward. But if OBS is going to keep doing this, then, like, it's not sustainable. And I feel like I've checked literally everything I could.
You might
Did
have
you
to
use any
actually
other
reinstall
platform
and
aside from
reinstall.
OBS?
No.
Mm.
I mean, technically, you don't need OBS, but you have all your settings on OBS and stuff.
How quickly?
Yeah.
How quickly can you set it up if it crashes? Like, can you just be like, "Oh, it's down. 1 second. Go right back. Double click. Back up." Is it that simple? Or...
Yeah,
It would get
sort of.
monotonous
Basically
after
that,
a
but
while.
It's the constant interruption, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I asked if you could use any other
Immersion.
platform other than OBS. But if not, that's totally fine.
The problem
Yeah,
is,
technically, you can stream straight through Twitch.
yes.
But Yvonne's got all those like layouts and stuff that's on OBS
Mm-hmm.
that make her stream look all pretty.
I just don't stand why it keeps shutting down. There's no warning or anything. It just kaputs it.
Do you know what?
Is it
version of
about the
OBS you
same
have?
length of time each time?
I don't know. Maybe? What were you saying, Tim?
Do you know which version of OBS it is?
27.2.4.
Okay, that's the newest.
Technical difficulties. Yes.
You might have to reset the app or like reinstall it or something to get it to stop from crashing, because it's more likely like a Windows 10, Windows 11 issue.
At this point, I'm just like, well, we should.
For me, check if there's another driver update for NVIDIA.
I swear to God, if there is, I'm just going to fucking lose my goddamn mind. Scan.
Prime time gaming.
Because I've had it happen where it claimed it installed, but there was an error in the installation while it was installing because there was stuff running, and it didn't properly install.
No, it installed. I just checked.
But it's saying that there's
No.
It's saying that there's no new one.
Yeah, no new drivers to update.
Okay.
The last one installed.
Okay.
But considering how many times this has dropped.
Have you looked at the game mode that it's on? Kept a close eye on that? Maybe it's something in that.
Maybe, but like I turned off game mode just in case.
Mm.
Like I've double checked everything that I can think of.
Open your task manager and make sure nothing's peaking right before it crashes. And then just keep an eye on it. And then I would say let's get into it and just see what happens.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe that was the last crash of the night. Maybe it was the first of many.
Yeah.
Okay, but if it crashes again, then I'm pretty
And-
much going to just try and reschedule.
Fair.
There's no way of knowing for sure until we try it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where last we left off with the party. everybody took a week-long break. Meru got to visit his mother, whom we found out was a burn victim, also teaching children, also had some legends about some owl people living in the mountains. Meru also was a snitch. I mean...
Oh, what? What was that?
What?
Meru snitching?
Nothing.
Ah.
Nothing.
But a certain lord of a certain blue bird person may know a little more about the drow than what's anticipated. So, aside from that, Teldian, on request of his master, Lord Worthington, went back to the capital, Oriel, and found out about some weird happenings going down in the southwest of the country. Also, we met his master's son, who seems to be a... Ow! I just hurt my teeth somehow really bad.
He seems to be a person.
A
That
person.
I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not they're a good person?
It
Not
sounds like
really.
if you try too hard to describe him, you might hurt your teeth.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at, yeah.
Yeah, that's totally what's going on.
Just don't overthink it, you know. Town drunk, what?
Not drunk and harassing women. What are you talking about? All right. So, it's been a week, and the party is to gather back at the Estrada estate. Ziana, last we left you, you were still hanging around your home, the estate.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to this week?
Well, Ziana is very happy to be home, and she's just been spending the majority of her time between the museum and the library, and being a total book nerd, and she's still trying to come, she still thinks back of the party's previous adventure and how, all that went down there, and seeing that other drow, and just trying to make sense of it all, and all of that kind of stuff, and also doing her damnedest to avoid her lovely sister. If not occasionally, doing things to piss her off, like mage hand out the candle in her room and stuff like that, and little things.
And also, from what I remember, Sienna was also staying at the estate for the week. Was there anything that you were up to during that time?
Aside from the normal prayer routine and whatnot, maybe the occasional going to see a military base or things like that, Sienna probably wouldn't be doing much.
Mm-hmm.
She already sent a letter and package to her family. She's probably just like doing some training, some practices at most.
All right.
Pretty much it.
So, it is the first day of the week. The morning comes, and Lieutenant General Estrada is lounging in the common areas, waiting. He did say to everyone that he was hoping that they would all report back at latest 1100 hours. But he's still kind of expecting some people to come in early. This time, the rest of your masters are not here. You're on your own.
Meru's going to be showing up right on time as much as he can. Actually, let me roll for that, eh? See how prompt he can get.
Natural one. Natural one.
Started off right with a natural 1.
Natural one is he's there 3 hours early.
That's
No,
natural one.
Natural one, I got the wrong day.
Oh no.
Force back a
They're
day
2
late.
days early.
No, I rolled a d6 with the medians being on time, and I got a 3, so right on time. A little early,
All
Like-
right.
10 minutes early.
10 minutes early.
That sounds about right.
So, you come into the lobby of the main building. General Estrada is already standing there, maybe with a couple of crumbs from breakfast still along his face.
Not gonna say anything.
Hello. What was your name again? Meru, yes?
Yes, my lord.
It is good to see you come back in one piece and in good health.
With all due respect, sir, I was more in danger of not coming back in one piece when we last had met.
That is true. However, there have been some concerns about your welfare, everyone's welfare, ever since we heard about Lady L.
Yeah, that's why we were told to stay put.
Mm-hmm. So that being said,
And I feel like Jason's been there the whole week and just everybody forgot he was there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just because he blends in so well with the serving staff.
I'd be surprised if Lady L knew my name.
Oh, you're still here.
What did you say, Meru?
I'd be surprised if Lady L knew my name. I don't seem to be of interest to her particularly. It's all this gentleman over here. Gestures grandly.
Oh, hello. Are you not one of the new stable boys?
You haven't been paying me, if that's what you're asking.
Oh dear.
As a note, Jason still has not lost his accent. It's just I have a cold, and so I'm going to be struggling to keep an accent. Just so everybody knows, I will be trying, but I have a cold.
Jason gets a cold, loses the accent.
This is in character.
But yeah, no, you haven't really been paying me. Not that you need to, but no, I've just been helping out because I could.
Oh dear. Well, that isn't right. Are you sure that?
Ziana will make her way down about 5 minutes before the appointed time.
So Ziana descends down the stairwell from the second floor. And
Very nice clothes, all properly ironed and all that, and sees everyone gathered together and just gives a wave.
and as
Has a big smile on her face.
as General Estrada sees you, he just very minorly takes his hands from his back, like in at ease, and kind of just minorly opens his arms up.
Ziana will run over and give him a little bit of a hug before sitting down in one of the chairs.
Good morning, Ziana.
Good morning, Father.
Were you able to sleep well? Did you have breakfast?
I did. One of the servants brought me up some breakfast biscuits this morning with
Good.
some butter, so it was delicious.
Good, good. All right. Is that everyone? I see Jason. Yes. Meru. Is Sienna around?
It's about the time, like, he's like, is Sienna around? Like, the door opens, Sienna comes walking in. She had just finished, getting ready after a quick morning training.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry, Meru, clothes are pristine. For the first time since you met Sienna.
Yeah, Meru has this expression of
What have you done with Sienna?
a mixture of you look pretty and you can look pretty.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's very much like, feathers are pristine, like, clothes pristine, like shirt tucked in, scarf wrapped very nicely. Her weapons are also, like, she's, like, ready to go for whatever. But, like, she looks pristine.
So Meru's gonna look at this and say, "Hi, are you related to Sienna?"
Sienna's just gonna... I am Sienna Meru.
Can't fool these.
Oh no!
Ears just kind of flatten a little bit, and she's like, listen, just because
Okay.
I was not clean, not mean.
Welcome in, Sienna.
Okay. You're Sienna.
I trust everyone is
In
not.
a I'll play along sort of tone.
Like,
I'm gonna lean over to Miru and I'm gonna whisper, I heard that it's a clan thing where they all share the same name.
Roll deception.
I would like to make a deception check to actually
Roll
convince him of
deception.
this.
are you
I'm gonna
saying
roll-
it low
I'm gonna
enough
roll
so Sienna
insight.
can't hear you, or are you saying it, like, loud enough to where she can?
I would say make a perception check.
I'm rolling at disadvantage because I got a 7 on the last roll, and I just got 2 7s.
Wow.
No.
17 on my deception check. I'll roll a stealth check.
Strangely,
16.
I am proficient in insight checks.
This is so weird. Also, hi, generic.
A total of 18 for me on perception.
Well.
Okay, so you heard me say it, but like, I yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me make a note of this.
Oh, the chaos.
Oh yes, I also have to make note of this.
She's not gonna say anything, but her eyes
Okay.
are gonna narrow right at Jason.
All right, I'm going to be writing into my
At this
notebook
point, I'm
here.
gonna give-
Meru believes
seeing
that
you narrow
Sienna
your
is the
eyes-
whole clan.
Sienna, seeing you narrow your eyes, I'm absolutely gonna wink at you. Just be like, okay, she heard me, so I'm just gonna, you know.
You get like a little bit of a snarl, and then she kind of like turns and stands at attention for her general, for her lieutenant. She's thinking to herself, my last name isn't even Sienna, it's Rishi. Thinking
Aren't
to
all
herself,
owls just named Sienna Rishi?
Same last name matters a little bit less than given name surname.
yeah, she's just thinking to herself, she's not even saying anything at this point, she's just standing at attention.
And Meru just gives this.
We've been.
Nice to meet you,
Meanwhile,
Sienna.
just so y'all know, she's wearing the greatsword and hand axes y'all know Sienna to wear.
Nice
And
to
the
meet you,
scarf.
Sienna. With the hand out, ready to like, I can physically make contact with you.
Damn. Lieutenant General has been.
She's over there. You know what she's doing right there? She's writing her hit list.
Lieutenant General has been standing there watching this interaction with just one cocked eyebrow, just like, this can't be serious.
Sienna's mouth is in a very tight line. Eye is kind of twitching like, just don't say anything. It's fine. I'm fine.
So, Jason, Meru, Sienna, Ziana, where is Teldian?
My lord, I say, and like hold out some tea from behind him.
Ah. Hello.
Offering it to
Speaking
him.
of tea, has everyone else had breakfast this morning? The staff, our servants here made a wonderful breakfast biscuits. If anyone would like some.
Oh yeah, that was me. I did that. That was great. My best work.
Not another 10 hours of
They were
breakfast.
incredible.
Sienna just nods and is like, yes, the servants brought me breakfast this morning as well.
Excellent.
Teldian, please join the others.
Okay, I walk over and join them. Does he take the tea or do I take it with me?
You take it with you.
Because I offered it to him, but if he ignored it, I would have just taken it and sipped it myself.
Thank you for coming back and gathering here. As far as we can tell, there has been no more activity from Lady L regarding the Drow Temple and the pursuit of Ziana. However, we are still cautious, so we will be keeping contact with you. However, it seems that you have another mission. This mission was requested by Lord Worthington. He said that he's been notified from his suppliers down in the southwest of the country that supplies have been running low. Seems that there may be a couple of interferences that may be happening. Most of the supplies in that area come from harvesting in the swamp. It has not been such a disturbance before, but there has been some recent construction, and the people around there have been described as being restless, let's say. So, Lord Worthington specifically requested all of you to go down to the suppliers and see what you can find. Their names are Arvis and Alicia. They co-own that faction of redirecting supplies to the Worthington estates so they can be distributed. And from what I've been told, Teldian may be able to connect with them once you all arrive there. Teldian, will you be up to the task?
Yes, of course.
All right.
I happen to know them quite well.
That is quite good. Lord Worthington also requested that you, Teldian, fill him in on whatever information comes about. You should be setting off tomorrow. Please let me know if there are any supplies that you may need. And this may come as a surprise, but we will be sending you off on your own. We will not send Michael with you. He's gone off to another assignment. Will you all be okay on your own?
It's probably for the best.
I think we'll manage, Father.
Seemed particularly stressed over the course of our entire trip last time.
Was it because of
You-
the...
He probably could use a vacation if we're honest.
Absolutely.
Did
Or
he
at the
not?
very least, hobbit's weed or something, you know?
He was really bringing down the vibe.
Did he not
I
serve
think he
you
was
well?
just. No,
Oh,
he did.
He's
I
been
think
so
it was
wonderful.
just the stress of the journey with Lady L and the bandits.
And the forest burning down
And
and
fire.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was rather
There was a lot that
stressful
happened.
for what
I
he
don't-
signed up for.
That is true. None of that was expected to happen to a brand new group of adventurers.
Exactly.
Mary sort of just fluffs up a little bit at being referred to as such. Let me clarify. Out of character. So he wants us to check up on, or Lord Worthington wants us to check up on Arvis and Alicia. In regards to some unrest in a swamp area.
Not necessarily the unrest, but rather the waning of supplies from the southwest. Like normally there would be things harvested from that area that wouldn't be available anywhere else, and then they'd get distributed across the kingdom, but supply chain issues. But they do think that the unrest may have a factor in why it's happening.
All right, and is there a term for the swamp area that we've used?
No.
A name for the region?
No.
So do you think we'll expect any trouble? It sounds like there's maybe some political turmoil or something?
The lieutenant general pauses and says, well, I should hope not. If anything, there is a base there, a military base there that is being set up by the kingdom now. So I would think that if there were any serious unrest, the military would handle it.
This is the military base by the swamp.
It's a newer one, so it's not something that you may have gone to before, but yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got the location right. Sienna's gonna think, I think one of my buddies got sent there.
Yes, Jason?
Out of character question. GM, was one of the places that we saw in the cavern, in the dark elf, the drow temple, in that swamp where we're going to?
I believe
Yep.
so.
Yes.
Yep. Supposed to be a swamp, dark and infected. I have written down.
Yes.
Okay.
Classy. Good catch.
Wanted to make sure that I was remembering correctly.
Lieutenant General.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to ask if this was related to the secret map that we found, but then I remembered out of character that we didn't communicate this with this particular individual.
So the Lieutenant General pauses, lets all of this information sink in, and looks at all of you, like making sure to gauge what you're feeling. Does anyone have any other questions?
What?
I have another out of character question about the map of the area. So we're heading. You said we're heading south-ish. I'm trying to remember where our homes were all lined up. Where is this in relation to where I live?
See, I should have known that I should have finished the maths.
Well, you know, you've had a map before. You've shown us a map.
Yeah,
before.
you showed us a map, but we never fully
It was very-
established things
Well,
before you completed
By
it.
the arrangement that I have of the locations on the map that I wrote down before,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the livestock and grasslands is Jason's area.
Yeah.
This is generally north of that.
Okay. So we're heading in the same general direction as my home, but not all the way down to where I live.
Yeah.
No,
Zana
it's
is-
further down,
No.
past where you live.
we're
actually.
heading more.
Oh, past where I live.
Okay.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Okay. My map.
Okay.
Okay, it's generally northeast, whereas going to Jason's home would be southeast.
Southeast. Okay.
I mean, like, keep in mind, I was
Oh, I
going off
see.
the general description, so I've got like a.
We're going more towards southwest, it looks like on my map, but that's the rough draft map that I had. For like more of an infected swamp area.
Okay.
We'll probably pass by your house anyways.
I do have an in-character question.
Yes.
And I apologize, my voice is kind of in and out today, guys. Mentioning this to the viewers. In any case, this is seems to be a fairly nebulous and vague sort of assignment. And while we're completely okay with that, I would like to know to what degree, if any, we are given permission to invoke authority of the lords and ladies we're working under here.
Invoke authority. In what?
Well,
manner?
because we're investigating a supply chain interruption.
Mm-hmm.
That usually is not something that can be, like. This
Well,
is
we're
how
investigating
Would
that.
we-
We're not necessarily going to.
Would we have the authority to fix it, I believe, is what
We don't
is
have the
trying
authority
to
to,
be
to fix it. We're just there to look into the problem. And come up with extra information.
Lieutenant General pauses and considers the question for a moment.
Because to a degree we are.
Hmm?
I was going to say, because to a degree, and Meru would not have interrupted the Lord to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Because to a degree we are acting as your agents in this matter.
Mm. Lieutenant General pauses, thinks about it, and says, "From what I am expecting, I do not think you will have the ability to affect change that drastically. However, if you are able to make any difference that could benefit, I would say that that would be permissible. But please do, if anything does happen, report back to us. Does that sound fair?"
Of course. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
More than fair. Out of character, I'm just the idea here is that if this isn't something, or like if we find out that the issue is embezzlement or something like that, and the person involved is likely to run if they find out that we find out,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. The ability to make an arrest would kind of be important.
Mm.
Or
Also, the ability to demand answers to questions and things like that.
The ability to, or the authority to perform an entering and search sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We
And
find
that's-
out that goods are being stashed in a basement somewhere.
All right.
There's only so much we can do if we just walk around and talk to people.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I just wanted to point out on the map, if you're looking at the stream, I don't know if you are. Here's the map that I have. A better one will be coming soon, hopefully. But where you are is at the base of the mountains. And the swamp is that like peninsula to the southwest, past the capital, which is on the coast, and past Jason's area, which is that settlement below it.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't have the stream up, so it took me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where's the swampy area? Could you circle that with your mouse, perhaps?
Southeast.
Southeast corner?
Southwest. Sorry.
Southwest?
Southwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, west.
that's
west,
the
west.
opposite direction.
So
That
wait,
I
we're
have
at
written
the
on
base of the mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the base of the
Okay.
mountains at that towny looking thing at the base of the mountains, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
southwest
And then-
corner.
And then south and then west is the swampy area. And where did you say Jason's home was again? Is it the one that's the southeast, or is it
No, it's
the one that's more directly south?
more directly south. Below Oriel. But
Okay.
not yeah.
Cool.
So on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
The tiny island.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
I got my map is all mixed up, so
I will be coming up, like I'm still in the process of making it, but a better map is coming and I'll send it to everyone. Cool?
Cool.
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 A moment when we pay to get it printed.
No.
Well, I mean, I think Yvonne and I talked about where Sienna's clans were, but we never fully established, so we gotta work on that.
Yeah. So,
Anyway.
Lieutenant General says, like, after the inquiry from Meru, he looks at you and he says, however, if there is a problem that is beyond your abilities, do not try and take it. Understand?
Yes, sir.
We don't need you to get into any more trouble.
is there a possibility that this is related to Lady L?
I highly doubt it. Once again, that area is far outside of her jurisdiction. Though
Do you have any leads
currently, aside
on where we
from
might start?
what I've already told you, no.
Fair enough.
So, you'll be sent off in the morning, 800 hours. Till then, let us know if you need any supplies, food, rations, or any maps or guidance. This will be a several-day journey. So will you be prepared to travel from my calculations, 4 days south to the suppliers, and then another 2 days to the swamp?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's 4 days and 2 days, 6 days plus. Let's assume 3 to 4 days there.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of supplies and rations.
Mm-hmm.
Will we be allotted a horse and cart, or are we going to be trekking on foot?
Do you need a horse and cart?
Not particularly. I don't think we can make that trip
Need
walking.
a word.
I mean, if you have any horse and cart that is carrying supplies down to one of the nearby towns, we could use them and help
Carpool.
unload the supplies and then leave.
He pauses and thinks for a moment. Currently, I don't have anything being sent down there. I could supply...
Anything for pickup?
For pickup? No. No, not usually. We
Taco
don't-
Bell on our way back.
As if it exists in this world.
Well, you haven't had them dwarven tacos. They're really good.
I mean,
I've tried dwarven
They will
tacos
set your
before.
ass on
They're
fire.
you just got to make it fantasy. Throw an apostrophe in there somewhere. Tacos.
just one dwarven burrito. You are full for the rest of the day. Yes, those two.
They make their taco shells out of lembas bread. It's really filling.
Really hearty potatoes.
Lembas bread is elven.
Yeah,
I'm
they
mixing
got
my
the
mythologies
recipe,
now just
you
to
know?
make Yvonne cringe.
I remember assisting a startup. Okay.
No wonder how they got the recipe for that bread. You probably had it before.
Yeah, it was a chain of restaurants started by a man named Taako.
Oh, okay. And then I'm now thinking the what was it? Lembas bread, I don't remember.
I'm
Lembas
sorry,
bread?
are you pulling owl names that I've been making? I'm sorry, what is
Oh,
this?
I'm sorry. I was like, is this a crossover with Adventure Zone? Are we canon
Apparently.
with the McElroy brothers now? I can't.
I don't know what's going on there.
Alright, so,
Let's get ourselves a Chimarito and a Nako.
okay. Moving on, to stop Yvonne from cringing, Sienna is gonna, take hold of some of that rationing. Cause she's used to it,
I'm gonna make sure that we stocked up on as many fresh vegetables and stuff that would last a journey like this, seasonings, things like that.
Jason, as you're bringing them
that
in,
we don't
Sienna's
have
gonna
to-
be canning stuff and making rations out of it.
All right.
Fair. But just so that we don't have to worry too much about like the hardtack and ration-y foods as well, we can actually have some healthy stuff.
All right. To summarize or to move things along, the Lieutenant General also says that you're free, since it is going to be a long journey, you're free to make stops as needed, and does like nod towards you, Jason, since he knows that your house is en route. And he says that he's going to try and contact them about giving you a horse and cart. Okay?
Oh, I'm sure
Appreciate it.
I could scare something up down there.
Mm.
Oh, because you guys are walkers. Really fast.
As opposed to.
Well,
Flying?
gestures broadly to Self and Sienna.
I mean, you guys still walk a lot. I mean,
Cause the rest of y'all What
Out
else are
of
we
this-
supposed to do?
I'm sorry,
Out of
Miru. I did
consideration.
order my wings. They just haven't arrived yet.
Oh,
will
you
season better
simple
than it.
man. Not a thought in your head.
Meru's just looking at. Hang on. I have to insight real quick.
I guess I'm
that's a
rolling
12.
deception.
That's a 12. He's not that dumb.
Mm. I'm scared, but okay.
I rolled a 14 on my on my deception. No, I know. It's fine.
With that, it'll be like, you ordered wings? They're not gonna help you fly. Looks over at Sienna. Are there like wings for order somewhere? Like, have they done that in the city?
Not in the city, as far as I'm aware. And with that, it's kind of like a hint at, oh, I know a place where you can kind of like put something like that on special order, but nothing has ever been done like that before, as far as I'm aware. Wink. And she's gonna like roll up her sleeves as she walks towards the kitchen to start on rations.
Taldian's furiously taking notes on like what the market could use.
Meru does want to ask the this is Lord, which Lord is this?
Oh, this
What
is
is that?
Lieutenant General.
Oh, yeah.
Lieutenant General. Lieutenant General. I'm blanking on the name here.
Strata.
Estrada. I'm gonna have to start writing some of these down. I don't think I have.
Lieutenant
I did.
General Zayana's dad.
Yes. Oh, please call him that. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming I have been calling him that.
The question is what constitutes a success for this mission?
Information.
The more the better?
The more the better. Anything else? No.
No, sir.
All right, I will be available for the rest of the day for any more questions, information that you may need for your journey. From what I remember last, you do have a map, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Unless what's his name took it with him? Michael.
No, he left it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sienna had packaged it up and put it in her bag, back in her room. She's like, I have it, so we'll be fine.
And I do have the location marked in this letter. He holds up a letter like that you can kind of see, and Teldian, you can tell that that's in Lord Worthington's handwriting. And he says, I do have the location marked in this letter from Lord Worthington. I'm going to entrust it to Teldian. And he folds it up and he hands it to you.
Alright, I'll take it.
Other than that, that's everything. You are dismissed. And he about faces and walks away.
I have one question for the GM.
Yes.
How much are we paying for anything any supplies we get? Or
No.
are they gifted to us by the estate?
Gifted.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sienna's immediately
So
gonna
in
roll up
that
her
case-
sleeves very neatly. She's going to go wash her hands in the kitchen and then start on prep for food.
So,
All of her rations.
was the letter
And
sealed,
I'm
or
going to help her with that.
just folded?
I'm gathering seasonings, fresh fruits and veggies, and then we're gonna can some, like Sienna said, for preservation, and then we're gonna keep some fresh so that we can eat that stuff first and have the preservation stuff for later.
To answer Tim's question, the letter was folded, but it was already opened.
Okay, so it's not like it's probably assumed that I can go ahead and read it.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to do that after what we've gone off.
Gone off like on the journey?
No, as in like no longer in the meeting.
Okay. Well, the Lieutenant General has left. Sienna has gone to prep materials as well as Jason. So would you like to read it now? Or are you gonna wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at the very least, head over to whatever room I'm staying in or whatever.
All right.
Zayana, do a favor real quick.
What's going on, Meru?
Oh, do you remember that book we found?
Yes.
Yes. So, leans in conspiratorially. Lord Whitetham let me keep it.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And if I can borrow that pearl one more time.
Wait, do you have the 50 golds?
50 gold?
Wasn't that what it was per spell?
It's just a 100 gold pearl.
A pearl that
You don't have to.
is worth 100 gold.
Non-consumed, but has a price tag.
Well, yeah, but I thought in order to write something in the book, you had to pay gold. For
See,
the
that's-
ink and the experience and stuff.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm assuming now that Teldian's in on this conversation, right? I have managed to find an interesting way to bind the spells that are in my spellbook to a arcane glyph that, using some small degree of a consciousness matrix, and I can transpose the glyph, and it converts all of my spells from one spellbook to the other. Free. I don't need to write anything new in this. I mean, I will be, as much as I go forward.
Save you quite a bit of time.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure that'll be of great use to us on the journey.
Out of character. This is a quality of the College of Scribes. Where I can basically have my spellbook. It has to have a physical form with the things written on the pages and everything, but it's kind of bound to this glyph that can be written on the inside cover of any spellbook. But yeah, if I can borrow that pearl one more time, I'll never have to borrow it again, and I can cast it without it.
Okay. Well, follow me. We'll head to my room, grab the pearl, and we can do the thing.
Absolutely. Okay. Just sort of happily hopping off on this one.
Do the thing. I'm gonna write that down.
Julie!
No! No! I do not need this.
Diana and Meru do the thing.
Please don't make me cry.
I ship it. Did you say they went off to their own room?
Yep. To Ziana's rooms.
We're stopping by Ziana's room to grab the pearl, and then we'll, go from there.
So in Diana's room, got it.
Oh my god.
Just as a general overarching thing, Meru is completely oblivious to anything regarding propriety in this manner.
Yeah.
Because this is the furthest thing from his mind.
All I have written down is Ziana and Meru do the thing with the pearl in Ziana's room.
Why?
Emily.
Thanks for being descriptive.
You're welcome.
Emily.
And is generally very excited and willing to gush about not only the nature of the book, the glyph, and go into sort of a magical techno-babble sort of thing with Ziana.
Okay.
And being incredibly...
Once all that is done, Ziana will, all right, well, from here, let's go to the library, and you can cast your spell, and I'm going to be taking a few books on the journey.
I apologize. I'm gonna rest my voice for a little bit.
Yeah. So
Meru and
While
Ziana
he's
are
resting
kind
his
of,
voice,
hi, we should be back now. Probably. Hi.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately, anybody coming back is probably watching an ad right now.
Motherfucker! Yay, hi Blibs.
Yay!
Had to get the defibrillators, yes. The short unplanned break was very short.
So, the general wrap up for that particular bit is that Meru and Ziana are, or at least Meru would be just hanging out with Ziana in the library for whatever.
Okay.
Trusting Jason and Sienna to manage the supplies issues.
Okay. Jason, you wanted to do a thing?
yeah, not a long thing, but I was just gonna check to make sure that I didn't actually piss Sienna off by messing with Miru earlier. Basically. So while we're messing with supplies, I'd just kind of like sidle up to her and just be like, I didn't like cross a line or say something offensive when I was messing with Miru earlier, did I?
He just kind of, while she's doing, like, cutting and prepping, like, with what Jason would probably note as, like, a very practiced ease, that you normally don't see in a lot of people unless they're farm hands or nomads or things like that. Like, super fast, doesn't cut her fingers at all, super skill. 'Cause, you know, practice. She's like, nope, not at all. Although Meru, on the other hand, acting like he didn't know who I was. Just because I bathe and I get my clothes nice doesn't mean I'm not me. And I couldn't tell if he was joking or not.
The truly unfortunate thing is that I really do think that just because it's Miru, he genuinely thinks you're not you're not you, which is what's truly unfortunate about that whole thing.
Yeah.
You do look really nice, though.
Thank you. She kind of is like cutting up vegetables and like prepping meats to smoke and make into jerky and things like that. Getting rations ready and making sure they're all individually packed so it's easy to like just grab something.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna chit chat, you know.
Yeah, chit chatting primarily. It. I don't really have anything specific to say. Other than what was already said. Do you have anything specific you want to bring up?
No. Santa's just gonna chit chat about minor things. You know, what to expect on the next mission type thing. You know, basic chit chat. And no, she's
fair.
not a snowy
I feel
owl
like-
underneath all that dirt and grime. She's still a longhorned owl. She doesn't look that different.
I feel like that over the week that that we'd both been here, we have hung out and stuff, so it's not like our first time seeing each other in some time or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Sienna would have spent a lot more time like doing trainings, practice, going to military bases, but her and Jason would have hung out once or twice at least.
Yeah. At the very least, we'd have seen each other in passing, probably. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that we get enough. I said a bit of this earlier, but we're gonna make sure I get enough seasonings for the trip and keep some things fresh so that they're not canned or smoked or whatever, so that we can at least for the start of the trip have some like truly like fresh meals and stuff like that.
Yeah, Sienna's prepping long term for like finally getting there, staying, and then the trip back. Packaging it up so it's like super lightweight and everything too. But it's very much like this could last us months, but we're not gonna need it for that long type thing. And it's enough to like snack on the way as well.
I'm also gonna poke each of my fellow adventurers and ask them if there's a specific type of meal or something that they want me to try to make for them while we're traveling in the first however long. So, and then make sure we have the stuff for that if possible.
So
that apple pie was exquisite.
There we go. So
right.
I'm just going to.
I'm actually going to make I'm going to make an apple pie before we leave. Then.
Actually, do want to hear from everyone. What meal or snack would you request in character?
Or item of food.
Mare is fine as long as it's vegetarian.
Sienna's got you.
Birdseed, got it.
No.
No, Sienna has also prepped a lot of greenery and stuff from her home. Like she's she's prepped a lot of like vegetarian meals and things like that, a lot of more earthy type of foods as well, both canned and fresh, because some of them will last up to a week fresh. So she's very much like prepped a lot of that because she's very used to it. So
I feel like the vegetarian lifestyle is not alien to Jason, just because I feel like there are some days where meat is not available for the people in, you know, the poor people.
Yeah.
So like I would absolutely make sure that I have stuff to, you know, to cater to that as well.
Yeah. Like Mare is just not big on like meat and jerky, or meat soup jerky, or like good gravy. He doesn't have teeth. Like you give him a steak, he's not gonna know what to do with it.
Like a baby gumming a carrot.
Just like one little peck at a time.
So apple pie and vegetarian food and that's it? That's all the requests?
Well,
Sienna already has
Ziana really loves mushrooms and potatoes, and she has a taste for she really enjoys pheasant as well. It's like the one meat that she really enjoys is pheasant.
Who wants to bet she has like one private hunter on living on the grounds just to supply her with that on request?
Well, I don't know about pheasant. That I've never really cooked it before, but
Sienna's got that.
I tell you what, I have my mama makes an amazing portobello steak. Ooh. out of mushroom, or portobello burgers as well. So chop up some potatoes and some onions, and could also make a really good mushroom soup if you want.
Ooh, that does sound very delectable.
All right. I can do some amazing things with mushrooms if I get the right kind of mushrooms.
Now I want portobello
Absolutely.
steak.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Jason.
Sienna would already be
No
able to
problem.
make all the things from home that she would want, so
Okay.
she's got that covered.
I would still, Jason would still ask, just if she had any special requests or anything.
She's like considering. She's like, on the way, I'll teach you to make one of our meatless stews from home.
Actually, come to think of
Sounds
it,
good.
blue jays do eat like bugs and worms and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So soft meat.
But is Miru, but is
The early bird
Miru
gets the gummy worm.
like too clean to do that though?
You're right. Well,
Yeah.
look. If there's gonna be juices running down his face, he's not about it.
Sienna's already got that covered. She's already
Shut up,
planned.
Jamey. Shut up, Jamey.
And so she's gonna be prepping a lot of greenery, a little bit of meat on the side, but she's like been helping collect mushrooms and greens and things like that. Something that's very familiar to her from home. Which she hasn't really talked much about with anyone, including Jason. Minus like their chat on the horse ride. But something that it's very simple. So like she would have had Miru covered for all the vegetarian stuff. Any meat would have been served on the side regardless.
All right.
Sounds good.
So, Jamey. Anyhow, so, from what I remember, that we wanted to take a break around this time. So let's take like a 10-minute break, and we'll be back.
Sounds good.
Cool.
That's good to me.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see y'all in about 10 minutes. For when you need drink, you will only find oil. For when you need food, you will only find gems. Gold will not shield you from the scalding sun. Nor coin from harsh weather. The only true wealth is freedom. Which we will reclaim.
Calm down, Thomas Sanders.
Hello and welcome back to the stream. Hopefully, the stream that will continue forward. We'll see. We'll see. Anyhow, so something we didn't get to touch on earlier, which did want to do. Everyone has like pretty much separated to do their own thing. Teldian, you are still holding the letter from Lord Worthington.
Yeah. I was gonna take that back to my room and read it.
Okay. So, you head off to your room. And it's a couple of pages, which is, you know, longer than you expected it to be. But the first page is addressed to Lieutenant General Estrada. And it says that he's requesting for the party to go check out this supply chain issue. Has the location and has any extra information that the Lieutenant General already told you. Lord Worthington Foods. You know? Yes. Anyhow.
Where do you think you got it?
I mean, it wasn't deliberate, but yes.
But it fits.
Technically.
But after that general information, you see the rest of the pages are addressed to you. And to summarize, Lord Worthington hopes that this journey will serve you well, especially going down to Elysia. He says he notices that both of you haven't talked for a while, and he can't bear to see family not getting along.
Well, I'd be fine with talking to her, but she moved away.
You say to
He
the
says
air.
out loud.
Screaming at the letter as like some random servant passes and is like, "Ooh."
Well, I would talk to her. She didn't move away. There's my voice.
He also says Elysia actually reached out to him about the lack of produce coming out from the swamp and wanted him to investigate it. But he's hoping that you going down there will kind of help things move forward between you two. And also she doesn't know that you're coming.
Cool. Maybe I can actually, convince her to take up her duty. Stuff.
Okay, duty.
Wow.
An adult.
Sorry, I almost choked on something. Lord Worthington, of course, said this more emotionally than I did through the course of about 2.5 pages. And at the end, he really emphasizes that no matter how strange family gets, he thinks that family should try and see each other's point of view. And he hopes that you two can reach the same.
I agree.
Hi. So, OBS is shut down on me once again. I think that the foundation has been laid and I'm going to quit before I pull my hair out. That being said, we will continue this hopefully after I fix whatever the hell is happening here. When will everybody be free? Because normally we would have our next session on the 28th of this month, but we have some stuff to get through, I would say. What do you guys think?
We could do the 21st.
But Blades,
Honestly, this upcoming Saturday would work out great for me because my group won't be meeting until the following Saturday.
Yeah, the only thing that I would have normally would be Blades in the Dark, and that can be moved around as needed for the stream.
Would the 22nd work for everybody as well?
Sunday the 22nd?
22nd Sunday, yeah.
I could probably
Generally,
make it
Sundays
work.
are not good for me.
Yeah.
'Cause
Mm.
I have
I
a
know
lot
it's
to
not our
do
usual
on
day, and
Sundays.
so people have scheduled other things. I'm just thinking of Tim's coming over to hang out with Mom.
Well, I was planning to, but I
then
don't know
the
if I'll have my
car.
car back by then anyway.
True.
Let's aim for the 21st then.
Yeah, and if needed,
Yeah.
I can do the Sunday instead, but I would prefer the Saturday.
All right. Everybody watching, so sorry about all of the issues. If you want to stay in touch with us and see when we're going to go live next, join the Discord. Type !Discord into the chat. You'll get a whisper with the invite link, or you could go down to the About Me section. There's a link over there. Also, social media links are down there too. And also check out these lovely humans that are surrounding my head. I'm going to try and keep this short because I don't trust OBS. It's !the party.
I realized that.
And
I know that.
and you know, hashtag pray for me, hashtag pray for Tim, and
Hashtag free Twitch.
hashtag free Twitch, and we'll see y'all next Saturday? Question mark.
See you guys Saturday.
Anyhow,
Saturday.
bye everyone.
Saturday. Good night.
Good night.
Going with you.
Good night.
Hello everybody and welcome to our actual D&D stream, dear God. Dear freaking God.
God can't hear you now.
Oh no. And we have our crew with us. Y'all introduce yourselves. I hope that y'all know the
No.
order, because I'm just going to take a break to actually breathe. Let me
How
Jason.
do I introduce?
All right, well,
And
I'm
on the left-
Sienna. Off to the next one is Meru, right?
Meru is the less angry bird between the two birds.
Yes.
But, however, he is apparently an instigator. Judging by the
then-
fact that he has recently backstabbed the party to a degree.
And then next to him is our country boy.
Yo. Jason.
Below him
KrimzonKnight
is
Gaming,
our
unfortunately.
which one is that? Where's my
Old
layout?
man.
Teldian is below
Teldian,
Jason.
Yeah, Teldian's below Jason.
Pleasure is mine.
He takes a long time to eat.
He does. And then below me, where, because we're skipping over Yvonne, who's taking a break, is our bard.
Yes,
Let's
I
face
am
it, if you don't know
playing-
Yvonne by now.
If you don't know Yvonne, welcome to the channel. I play Zayana, the Drow Bard. It's gonna be a good time.
Yep.
At least we hope it will be. This has been the worst. But
If things die one more time, we're probably all just gonna quit and
yeah.
and rethink whether or not we want.
Listen, I think we figured it out. Yvonne, you just gotta do all 3 of the things and make sure that nothing else happens.
Oh yeah.
That
Make
earlier
sure that
idea
nothing
of
else
a
happens.
troubleshooting stream, and
That's not how the universe works.
We can hope it does.
not
Yeah,
only
I've
is
never
she
seen a
an
more
angry
appropriate
bird, she
time for
is
that
our
either.
optimist. Our party
Always
needs
plan
it.
for
Dear
everything all the
God.
time.
Just making sure everybody still has their subs up, yeah? Or do I need to
Yeah,
send
it's
more?
all-
Mine vanished, it looks like.
Subs
Can you
are-
resend the link?
Mine
Shall
is
do.
up.
Testing.
Mine just
Mine are
wasn't
working on the
working, to
stream.
be honest.
R.I.P.
Yeah, Sienna's not working. Yvonne, I don't think yours are on.
Mine aren't on? What?
Oh wait, nope, there they are.
Okay.
You just had to shout, "What?" loud enough, and it was like, "I'm here."
What is this witchcraft?
Lizardry.
Hmm,
Cogs me.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Can we get an everybody sound off one at a time?
Mine is already working.
Mine's working.
Yeah, no, mine's working.
Yeah, testing.
I guess I'll say hi.
Mine's working.
Greetings,
Pardon
one
me.
and all. That was
Whew.
impressive.
Oh, ew, no.
Question 9.5, let's just get into it.
Yes, 9.5. Let us get into it. Dear God.
Teldian seems to be stuck on Dynamite Circle.
Oh, it's because I don't talk much.
Yeah.
When did you say Dynamite Circle?
Oh, there it is.
You know, it's like the only thing I say.
Alaska don't talk much is what it's translated to.
Okay.
Let's be honest. Almost everyone forgets about poor old Alaska.
No.
Usually for the best.
No, for the...
Alaska's freaking beautiful.
I was going to say about how the native communities in Alaska are often neglected and therefore they have very poor resource connection, but that's not the point.
No, the point is Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh.
All
For
right.
dragons, they would be in Alaska. Just saying.
The ice dragons, anyway.
Okay.
Fair.
So,
In the deserts and in the fair, very fair.
so last where
Vote
we
Santa Claus if you live in Alaska.
no.
Jamie.
So last where we left off. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The party reconvened after having a 1 week break. For us it's been more like a 1 month break. But reconvened after a 1 week break, and they were asked by the master of Teldian, aka Lord Worthington, to check out a kind of supply chain hiccup that has been going on from the southwest to the capital. They are to check in with 2 people sorry, named Arvis and Alicia, whom apparently Teldian is already acquainted with.
I feel like asked is a little bit of a misnomer.
Assigned?
Yeah.
Required to go?
Strongly urged.
Directed, perhaps?
Directed.
I don't know.
Y'all are okay. Are y'all happy with this?
We are thrilled, DM.
I just want to impress upon the party, upon the audience here, that we are not doing this out of the goodness of our hearts, particularly, but
Dang.
rather because.
So do you
No,
Zion
no,
is
no,
excited to be on the
Right.
road.
Right, not that we wouldn't. It's that we are already on these guys' payroll.
Yeah. Except if you anyhow. I'm not going to question this any further because now I'm like, do y'all want to be in this party? So,
We have no choice.
sorry. Deep breath. So, with everything being conveyed to the party, Lloyd Worthington also had an extra message for Teldian during this missive to go check out the supply chain issue. That Alicia and Arvis actually asked for Lord Worthington himself to come check out the situation of the lack of items coming from the Southwest. But Lord Worthington chose to send the party, Teldian included, because he believes that family should be able to be close to each other. However, we don't know much more than that. So, the party is split up, went to get different supplies, set up for the journey, which is going to be a good amount of time. I don't remember how long I said it was going to be. How long was it going to be?
Couple
3
days to get
days
down
down
there.
Yeah.
to a waypoint, and then like a day out from there.
4 days plus 2 days to the swamp, because it'd be 4 days to the waypoint, plus another 2 after that, and then 3 to 4 days there, and then 4 plus days back, depending on if we stop.
Thank you so much. I'm going to write that down really fast.
I'll also message it to you for later as well.
And Sienna and Jason, you were on top of getting rations and other food supplies?
Yep.
Was anybody trying to get any extra combat or magical items? Meru, you were trying to get something inscribed in your Pauper's Grimoire?
Trying to get it primed specifically. I needed to actually cast the spell using the material component, which Ziana was quite gracious in helping supply from her personal jewelry stores.
Teldian, were you preparing in any manner?
I mean, I'd probably pick up like some rations.
I was under the impression that just making sure, is Jason getting rations for the entire group or no?
Jason and
He was
Sienna are
getting
getting
food.
and prepping them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting we have the party set on food front.
Okay. So, with that being said,
were we led to believe that there would be potentially a supplementary equipment involved with this, or
what do you mean?
Did the guy offer to outfit us with better gear?
Yes, he said any equipment or rations you may need, it'd be on the house.
All right. Anybody here want to upgrade their armor?
Who needs armor?
Well,
What's
Sure.
armor?
I don't. Who needs armor when
have
you can
any
just
armor.
get really, really angry?
Okay, so
Jason
she
might be
doesn't
able to
have
use
any armor. Her class is a 14 for armor class. What armor?
Hold on,
Someone's
let me
very.
take a
Come to
look
think,
at
14,
Zayana's
still
character
get
sheet really
a good
quick.
On second thought, you could still get a good amount of armor class out of some medium armor, I think.
Is it
Yeah.
possible to get some studded leather armor for Zayana?
Okay. So, I'm guessing that you asked that of your father just directly. And
Yes, I just for a little extra protection, you know, just because of how things went last time.
Yes, of course. Are you sure that you want to continue on this excursion?
I think so. Yes, I enjoy my party very much, and it's just so great to see the world. You know,
Even with what happened last time?
one of the hazards of the job, I guess. I have to get stronger. You know, I can't. I'm not gonna. Probably won't be around here forever. I need to take care of myself. You know.
Your
At
father.
the very least, it would be good to, you know, when we go on another one of those digs, you know, we'll be able to handle those any baddies quite easily.
Your father chuckles and looks at you very fondly, and he says, "There is nothing more I want in the world than to protect you from all of its evils. But I guess you are growing up. But be
Out of
careful."
character question to the group: should
Absolutely.
Okay, out of character question.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
But be
And
careful.
I just want to make you and Mom and the rest of the family proud. That's all.
You've already made us proud. You don't have to do any more than that. But be careful. Make sure that Sienna knows where you are. And don't go into anything that looks too suspicious. And remember, there have been rumors of revolts and dissatisfied individuals in that area. So if you do see anybody instigating a fight, I want you to not get too close. Do you hear me, Zayana?
I hear you loud and clear, Father. I'll make sure to be as careful as I can.
All right, but I will give you the studded leather armor just in case. But hopefully you won't need it.
Fingers crossed, as they say.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and then leaves and tells the servant to bring you the studded leather armor. Jamey, what were you going to ask?
Question to the group: should Jason look into getting either splint or plate armor, because both of those would bump his AC up from 18 to either 19 or 20, depending on which one we went to.
I mean, you already have a high AC. I'm looking to get Sienna something.
It is always good to have somebody who has high AC.
Yeah.
Also, you have to wonder whether aren't these guys willing to part with a set of plate armor? Like that shit's expensive.
I mean,
Like half plate armor is like 750 gold.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, full plate is 1,500 gold.
Yeah.
So it would be, so it being on the house would be a stretch of the imagination, which is why I asked about Splint, which is only 200, and would put me up to 19. Now,
yeah, but it's still a lot.
And these guys have shown a hesitation to investing in us monetarily.
Yeah, they aren't even giving us pay. Really.
That being said,
well, basically, I guess
how
I
much?
guess this
How much?
goes to the GM of what's the limitation of it's on the house.
Well,
Yeah, you could always ask.
if
Worst
you
they could say is no.
if you start asking for like expensive stuff, you're probably going to get some, let's say, resistance, apprehension. You'll probably get in an argument.
This isn't gonna be that dangerous.
I mean, also, truth be told, if Jason has to ask for it, it ain't gonna happen without it being somebody else's idea, because Jason thinks he's good as it is. This is Jamey asking out of character for group consensus.
I feel like you should be fine, but
Okay.
I don't foresee
Alright.
running into anything super dangerous.
Yeah.
Revolt,
Last
supply
words.
chain issues, Lady Al.
What?
Nothing
Possibly go
too
wrong.
bad. I mean,
the
like,
issue is how
Sienna
much-
could ask for something. I mean, most of it would have to be either, like, she could ask for scale mail. That's only like 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
And
there a barbarian thing where, like, if you're wearing armor, you can't use some of your features?
No, anything more than medium, I think. Barbarians
Yeah.
are designed to wear medium armor.
Yeah, some of it, like, some of my stuff would be at disadvantage, but there wouldn't be any limitations.
Well, no, like you have access to medium level armor by proficiency, and there's none of your skills that say that doesn't work with.
Yeah.
So it's not like the monk thing where it's like it will.
No. Monk
No.
is the exception there. I believe I don't have the book in front of me. They're in Yvonne's room. Monks things do require the monk not have armor. Things like the extra jump, extra movement. I think the extra jump distance with Step of the Wind needs to have no armor. I think maybe either Flurry of Blows or the bonus action attack. I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
I mean, honestly, you could just, get the armor and then,
I mean, there is.
stick it on, and D&D Beyond will just update, then you could have that visual.
True.
Sienna's gonna ask to borrow some scale mail from the military.
Mm-hmm. And you probably would know that that's where they'd be getting any like armor anyways from military storehouses. So
Just check in with the barracks and be like, "Hey, I was told I could borrow pretty much anything on the house, so let me raid the armory here."
let me raid the armory. I mean, lit, but also
Yeah, she's
No
basically
big.
just gonna get like a very simple like shoulder pad armor, like sleeve like scale mail stuff, like very typical scale mail, just to like add some extra AC to her, so that way she's not, at such a low AC for hits.
that's very fair.
I don't think Meru has access to anything that can get him extra armor except for mage armor.
Gonna
R.I.P.
add that. So that'll boost her to a 16.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up D&D Beyond so I can look at everybody.
Scale mail is only like 50 gold, and the armory would have already had it, so I'm not too worried, especially if she's just borrowing it for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Was there a reason why you were poking your... Anyhow. So...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry about that.
No, I was just confused. Anyhow. So anything else anybody wants to do in the day before y'all head out in the morning?
Ziana would be very curious as to what familiar that Mary was going to summon.
Familiar?
Yeah, yes, didn't you say something about a find familiar spell? Isn't that why you needed the pearl?
Oh, no. The pearl was for identify.
Sorry, I still get them mixed up sometimes.
I've already summoned my familiar, and sort of out of the folds of his black scarf, sort of up pops the head of a little black and yellow, black with yellow band snake.
Ooh, there it is.
What was the name of that snake again?
Ah, man, what was his name? Let me scroll back up on the chat here. Let's see how far I have to go.
You could just
Whatever
try
his name is, he's adorable. And I try to reach out my hand and like scratch under his chin.
Oh. He kind of leans into it and then sort of tries to maneuver the scritches until he can get the head scritches, like top of the head.
I figured.
So I'll like touch one top of the head.
Okay, I've gotten this far back.
Danger Noodle. So. Danger Noodle. So.
I don't think his name's in the chat. It's just the picture I got.
Make a name for him.
What was just said?
Make a name for him.
I'm gonna call him Doodle.
Doodle?
Yes.
Doodle the Danger Noodle?
Doodle the Danger Noodle.
Oh my. Oh my. That's all I've got. So, Doodle the Danger Noodle lovingly accepts the scritches, and it's just very, very comfortable. That is going to be such a thing to remember. Anyhow.
So, wait, what chat was he in?
Oh, General? I'm going to copy the link. Or actually, I don't even have to do that. This noodle. There.
Oh. Gotcha.
So. Anything else? No.
Ah, okay, there it is.
Sorry, I'm trying to trying to copy the picture so I can post it further down.
Habib.
Oh, Yvonne already.
Habibal. I swear to God.
God, to disable.
I forgot to disable that. Alright.
Drown myself.
I mean, you can deny it.
No, I can't.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, I literally cannot.
You have the power to
No.
reject it and refund the...
No, I literally do not. Like, I literally cannot because it automatically goes through because that's how it triggers the animation during normal streams. So.
Well, then you can still say that you're not going to do it.
Well, how about we
Because
stop
this
the
is a
argument,
D&D
we just
stream.
do it or not do it, and continue.
I'll do it because it's my stream.
Okay.
But I have disabled it for the rest of the stream.
Okay.
Same with sing mode. And lose the glasses. Okay?
For a second, I thought you said sin mode and not sing mode.
What would sin mode be?
I don't know, you tell me.
Anyhow.
It's where we're like we move back and forth as if like we're assigned.
I would be mildly concerned if Yvonne had a sin mode. But also mildly amused.
Let me see. Where's my pen? There's my pen. All right.
So now that I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Please don't feel like you're gonna throw up.
Everyone's done what they wanted to do for the day, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what else I might have wanted to do. What do I have in my inventory?
Oh man, I deleted the focus things.
What, focus things?
Yes, the focus scenes.
It's okay. We don't need them.
Yeah, but I wanted it.
We don't need this one, we can worry about it later.
Mm. Okay. So I'm moving on with the day. Cool, everyone?
Cool.
Alright.
Yep.
So, evening comes, you all tuck in because you have a long journey ahead of you.
Yes.
The lieutenant general reminds Jason that he sent a message to House Royce to pick up a horse and cart, though he really doesn't think it's necessary. But he just sent that reminder or sent that request so you would have access to it. So, with that, everyone tucks in for the night. And Teldian, as you're sleeping, you have a very strange and kind of unsettling dream. It feels a little familiar, kind of like some things that you've experienced before, but it's a lot blurrier than usual. You see a woman draped in shining white clothes with wings that seem to shine like the sun. You're not quite sure if it's the same person you're familiar with, because her face is obscured by all the brightness. But as she rises, seemingly through the ground, everything surrounding her seems to be a scene of chaos. You see Lord Worthington getting dragged away by what looks like brigands. You see Bellic Worthington getting attacked and pelted by rocks. The sky thunders and cracks. Lightning strikes the ground. And suddenly you feel this sharp, searing pain in your back. Almost like something wants to break out, to emerge. This pain makes you want to curl over and scream. Roll a Constitution save for me, please.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm good.
It's getting real.
Oh, wow. 20.
Ooh.
The pain is still there. It still feels like burning, tearing, but you can feel something break through ever so slightly. And as you feel this new thing emerging from your back, you wake up. The sun is rising. And from what you can tell, nothing has changed.
Okay. I'm going to check in on each of them.
On what?
On each Bellic and Woodworth.
Okay. They aren't in the local vicinity. They are in
Okay.
Oriel, so you wouldn't be able to.
Is that's on the way to our destination, right?
It would be a small detour, but yeah, you could stop in.
How much would it set us back?
To poke in, I would say. Sorry, I really did drink too much water. I'm sorry, I have to pull up the map because I can't remember things off
Half
the
a
top
day
of
to
my
a
head.
day, most likely, if we're making a detour just to pop in.
Yeah,
If
like
we double time it.
I want to
Yeah.
say it would be a day, but
Depends on how fast we move.
yeah. So let's just say a
How
day.
distracted we get.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we want to do anything in town.
Yeah.
Like, checking up on people.
Like checking up on people. So yes. Oh, pardon me.
Was I able to get any idea of like where this was happening?
No, it all seemed very abstract.
Okay.
So it is morning, sunrise, and it is the day for you to all to start on your journey. This
I'm gonna say that I got up early and did all the barn chores that I've been doing early. I let the horses out into the pasture, made sure they all the stalls got mucked, all the new feed and all of them, new hay, etc. The whole shebang, all before getting ready to leave.
Huh.
I probably reek by the time the party and I meet up.
Yikes. So the party meets up in the front lawn, the outside the front door. It's the entry area of the estate before you exit the gates, the stone walls. Lieutenant General Estrada is there, just standing, hoping to see you off. And I assume everyone is there.
Yeah, Sienna is probably running a little late because she had to do her scale mail armor and everything. Get that on.
Meru's a little on the tired side on account of definitely having spent a little bit too much time reading. Somehow flitting back and forth between like romance letter collection type deals and historical battle tactic things.
Romance letters. I ship it! I still ship it!
As soon as you said romance letters, I just saw Emily's face light up. Oh my god.
Ooh, sorry. Ooh. So you.
Hey, Meru and Zayana would be so cute together.
I'm sorry, it's just both of them
Sienna's
look like kind
gonna
of awkward.
come
looking.
out. Probably just a smidge behind everyone else, doing up her last gauntlet for her scale mail. And yes, Meru, she still looks pristine. She hasn't dirtied herself yet. It'll probably happen soon.
So at some point during this whole preparation thing, Meru sort of walks up to Jason, nudges him, and sort of vaguely gestures in the direction of Sienna, like a head tilt, saying, "I like this one."
You're able to get close enough to me, despite the fact that I probably, one, slept in the stables for an entire week, and two, have just come from the stable, from cleaning out the stables and stuff.
Okay, you're right. Prestidigitation cleaning you up first a little bit.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Especially since we're being seen off by the lords. We come on, man, have some self-respect.
Keep in mind.
They've been getting free labor out of me, you know?
Meru's just out here cleaning people without their consent.
Keep in mind, it's just the Lieutenant General. All of the other lords and masters have gone to their respective homes.
But still.
So, as you all gather, he takes a look at each of you, nods to Sienna in a way that you could tell is very approving of you in the armor. He looks at Zayana, and you can tell that he's kind of worried, but still proud of you. And then he looks at Jason and asks, "Where are you working in the stables again?"
Sir, I've been sleeping in the stables.
"You have a guest room.
Bed's too soft.
The bed is too soft?"
Yes, sir.
You know, next time you could tell the servants.
I didn't want to inconvenience anybody.
It is not an inconvenience, it is their job. They are paid for this.
But it would be adding to their job list to take care of something for me. Besides, it's been no problem. I enjoy the horses. I've been staying out of the way. I've been doing what my mama taught me.
We will discuss this later when you return from your trip.
Say so, sir.
You could tell that Estrada is a bit miffed, a little on edge. But with all of you gathered, he reiterates you're going first to Arvis and Alicia's storehouses and home before you go to the swamp. There are some rumors of revolts, so do be careful. Your main general job is to find out what is going on with the lack of supplies. If it is revolt related, take note of it and come back. There is no need to get involved. Sorry. And with that, and double checking that you have everything that you need, he pretty much sends you on your way, asks you to stop by the the Roy's estate and to send word once you reach there, and lets you off on the road.
Diana will stick around a little bit after the party starts to head out, and she'll show the general that magic the note paper that turns into the bird, and like, I'll write to you as soon as we find anything along the road, okay, Father?
Thank you, Ziana. Now do be careful.
I will.
Good.
And I give him a really quick hug.
He hugs back and then just goes straight back to attention.
And I race off after the rest of the party.
After we're out of earshot of them, I'm gonna just ask the rest of the party. Would you guys mind if we took a detour and stopped at the city?
What for? What's in the city?
Just something I need to check on. I heard some disturbing news, and I want to check and verify it.
Is everything okay with your lord, Teldian?
I'm not sure.
Well, if it has to deal with your lord, it also has to deal with the mission, technically. So if we were to make a stop briefly to make sure we got the right instructions and that they were safe, I don't see why not. Sienna kind of is like, yeah, we should probably make a stop considering it's your lord and they're the one basically giving us the mission.
I think it's a wonderful idea to head back to the city.
Sienna's just gonna kind of quirk an eyebrow at Meru. You okay there?
Do you not like the city?
No, I do. You tend to not agree with me on some of these things. Is it because I'm still, like, clean?
You've been clean since I met you. I'm very... We don't have a history where I've disagreed with you on many things. I'm very confused. Let's just go, guys. Let's go to the city. Let's go. And it starts marching off.
Meru, I've known you since we got assigned the Drow Temple task. Like.
Oh, so you've heard of me then?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The entire trip, she's just gonna basically be like, Meru, I was there, I helped you guys in the temple, which was a drow home. Like, okay, she's just gonna reiterate what they've all
Okay.
Like, she is severely lacking in charisma, mind you, so she's like, Meru, like, I'm going to go through everything with you.
I just rolled to see how well Meru sort of absorbs this information and actually processes it properly. I got a natural 1.
Oh, no!
Let me see how Sienna even explained this.
This is so bad.
Maybe we'll get an explanation. I don't know. Maybe he's just too distracted by how clean she is. Then again. So on her persuasion, she rolled a 14, so...
Jason is cackling.
So she is literally just like, I have been here this entire time.
Oh.
So I think Meru will actually start to kind of wrap his head around the idea just as you guys are getting to the city.
Oh man.
Sienna cleans up and no one recognizes her.
That's
It's like, you know a lot of what your sister knew.
It's just
The only sister I have is back at my little clan, and she's not even young enough to be an adventurer. Like, Santa's gonna go in that whole explanation.
Oh, the poor thing. I just...
DM question.
Yes.
Did we start out with a horse and carriage, or were we picking that up somewhere?
You're picking it up when you get to the Heart Sword Farm.
Got it. Carry on.
And did they arrange for that separately to this whole trip, or are we carrying a letter?
Oh, Estrada sent a letter ahead of you.
Okay, sent a letter ahead. Okay.
Like, Sienna also is, like, fully remembering this, like, okay.
There's a point where Mary's like, I feel like somebody here is playing a prank on me, and I don't know what it is.
Jason has been unable to keep any form of composure throughout this whole experience. I rolled to determine how well Jason would be able to keep his composure, and it was a natural 1.
Oh my god.
We have so like out of the first 5 rolls, we've got 2 natural 1s. Like,
Good thing it's only half as
At least the stream hasn't crashed.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
I'm good with y'all having terrible rolls as long as
So-
my luck is fine.
Jason's not able to keep his composure. Let's see how much composure Sienna has over that. God damn it.
How much damage am I taking?
Oh no.
Well, she's not attacking you.
Let's just say roll a new character.
In terms of composure, seeing Jason having none, Sienna's not really talking. She's just kind of almost as if she were glaring over a cup of tea type of stare out into like the open road, not even wanting to look at anyone.
Has she been riding on his shoulder this whole time too?
No. She's been
Okay,
walking.
Fair.
Oh,
Fair.
man. Just torturing
Tiny
the poor bird.
4-foot angry bird starting to simmer over what is happening.
Simmer.
Simmer
Mild
bird.
simmer of anger.
Oh no.
There is a dark cloud right about here.
That is. So, you get through about a day's travel. It is.
1 second, guys.
The road that you're traveling through, and I'm going to share the. Actually, I can't share the screen real fast. I'm gonna have to show it through the stream, and y'all are going to hopefully see it. As soon as I have my head around in order to actually do things. I'm so good at words right now. I swear to God.
It is thundering and lightning outside my apartment right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's storming. I can hear it storming here too. And I don't live anywhere near you.
Thunder cracks at the same time. Huh, would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Matt, when did you move down here? Power goes out for both of us at the same time.
That would be
rough.
creepy.
That would be hilarious. I would be cackling if I found that out.
And then my TV just mysteriously turns back on, and I see a picture. I see a well, and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh no.
It reveals that this is how Matt learns that I've been squatting in his bathroom closet for the fucking last 3 weeks.
That would be the worst. For some reason, I don't
I've
think
been
this
living
is,
under his kitchen sink.
that would be the actual worst. For some reason, this is not showing up on the stream. It obviously just
It's
hates
okay.
me. Okay, so the road that you're taking down to the southwest area, it's mostly meant to travel along the coastline, except for the side where it's traveling along the hillsides. So you're in the valley, traveling down. You get about a day's out from the Estrada estate and a day's out from the capital when the sun starts setting. So time to like find a place to, I guess, bunker down and rest, unless y'all want to keep going in the nighttime.
I'm not
I would like
particularly
to
keen on traveling at night.
Yeah, I would assume that we'd
Survival-
want to
is it a
bunker down,
survival check?
considering that it would be easier to like set up a camp, get some food made.
Yeah. Would it be a survival check through to find a good place to camp?
Yes.
Okay.
Spread out. Maybe see.
21.
18 plus 5, that is 23 total.
23.
Mhm.
Wow. So you find a good place, a bit off the road, but not too far off the road, and not too hilly. The hills, like the valley that the road has been on, it kind of seems to extend a bit, with the hills kind of surrounding it a little bit. And it is very clear. Yes, Jason?
I have a very important question about the terrain.
Okay.
Are the hills alive with the sound of music?
No. The hills are not alive with the
Carry
sound
on.
of music. Okay.
They're alive with the Vaughn's internal screaming at Jamey. Sienna is going
they're
to...
alive with Jason screaming of pain as he dies horribly off screen.
Sienna is going to kind of bunker down on getting camp set up and starting to help make food.
Mm-hmm.
I'll focus on the food thing.
I figure Howie
Between
is...
Sienna and Jason, I'm sure we got it all covered.
Howie's Meru's vegetarian. Howie's character is vegetarian.
He has an appreciation for vegetarian.
Okay. Sienna is going to ask if everyone is okay with a vegetable stew.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I know a good one that my grandma actually made one time. Ooh, I think I have the recipe. I think I know the recipe. Yeah,
Well, that's it. There's no competing here.
Oh yeah.
No matter what you roll, it won't be as good as Jason's grandma's soup.
Oh no.
I mean, we can obviously work on that. Sienna will aid you in that. Probably still simmering over the composure aspect. But she'll help you make food.
While we're so what would it be? Because I have proficiency in cook's utensils.
Ah,
What do you want me to roll, DM?
you know, that's a good question, because it's like, I don't want to say it's like,
Should I just roll a d20 and then add my proficiency?
yeah, let's do that.
All right, and if she's helping me, then I roll at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And my proficiency is +2. That is an 18 total.
Oh, nice. So, as camp is being set up, everybody's settling down for the night. Just as it gets a little bit too dark to see far in front of you, you can smell the soup wafting from the cook. It is freaking delicious smelling. Everybody, y'all are ravenous suddenly from just smelling this stew.
As we're cooking, I would like to have a moment with Sienna, if that's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Catching the simmering. Jason at some point while stirring the pot is gonna kind of side eye Sienna a bit and just say, "Are we good? I set this up for a joke, but if you're not okay with that, I would like you to say."
Sienna's just gonna kind of mutter, like, "We're fine. It's fine. Just deal with frickin' Meru myself," type of deal. Like, as she like takes like some spices and like tosses them into the pot.
Fine. It's everything's
19
fine.
insight check. Is it fine?
So Jason roll insight. Sienna roll
I did. It's a
deception.
19.
With my
We're
0
about to-
charisma.
We're about to bite into a really spicy stew.
I mean, the spices aren't necessarily making it spicy. It's like a lot of
And
fragrance
it's your
stuff.
0. It's my 0 in wisdom versus your 0 in charisma. So
Okay. That is a natural 20. Everything is fine as far as you can tell.
It's fine.
Everything is fine.
Your body
You know what?
language and tone. Your
It's
body
fine.
language and tone
You're
are
all
telling me
fine.
that it's not, but
Everything's
I have no reason to doubt your words. So
Yeah.
if you
For
say
all
it's
you
fine,
know,
it's
she
fine.
could just be mad at Meru for not realizing.
Well, what I just said is what Jason says.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like, your body language and tone are telling me that it's not fine, but if I have no reason to doubt your word, so for what it's worth, I don't. If it hurt you or in any way, I didn't mean to. I just thought it'd be a little fun.
She's just like, "It's whatever. Kind of just like, you know, I deal with crap all the time. Like, this isn't anything new. Dealing with, you know, Meru not recognizing me, I guess. That's what that is. But she's like putting a lot of seasoning in the stew and like putting more like vegetables and everything in. You know, like bell peppers, baby bella mushrooms, like the whole works.
Yeah, we made sure we were stocked with pretty much anything and everything that we would potentially need.
Yeah.
So we're covered. All right. It's a good soup, y'all. Food's ready.
Yep. Sienna's gonna kind of take some of the stew in the bowl and eat it, you know, sitting over by the fire. Kind of observing the area.
Meru will graciously, gratefully take a bowl of soup and sort of share a little bit with his new best friend here.
Doodle the noodle.
I'm gonna sit down next to Miru with my bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And Miru, I just want to let you know that I was pulling your leg yesterday.
Hang on a moment while I attempt to misconstrue this.
Pulling my leg, or were you?
No. Okay.
How would you have pulled my leg? My feet were on the ground.
Sienna didn't go and get rations? Where did we get all this then?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Then you and Sienna didn't go and get food supplies?
Where
did we get all this then?
We
did. You find this on the way here?
Go and get food supplies. When I told you that, I heard that when I told you that I'd heard that all owl folk have basically the same name, and so they're all basically Sienna, and it's
So it was just a
I was lying because I thought it'd be funny, and it has been hilarious. But I'm starting to think that it might be hurting Sienna's feelings a little bit, and so the joke's gone far enough. And I wanted to set the record straight because it's kind of my fault. This Sienna is the same Sienna that we've had since the beginning. She just got purdied up, as she is allowed to do because it is her body and she has that choice.
Okay. I think I see where you're getting confused. Okay, you see, everybody in Sienna's clan, they have the same name.
Natural 20 persuasion check.
What's this? What,
Natural 20 persuasion check.
Roll
you?
contested. Roll contested.
I rolled a natural 20 persuasion just now, plus 4 for a total of 24.
Oh, how much does Miru comprehend that persuasion, though?
Okay.
Oh.
The next morning, Meru sees Sienna with the bird equivalent of bedhead, and it suddenly clicks.
Yeah, she's like smoothing over her feathers from the bed head, and everything, like smoothing them back into place. That's when Miru realizes.
My God, so bad.
Like, as far as this interaction goes, he's just kind of like slightly confused, and is like, okay, yeah, okay, but he doesn't actually get it. He's chewing on it overnight for sure. But
so,
Sumeru, I'm just kind of wondering, if you were to fly up high enough, would you be able to get any view of the city? Like, are we close enough for that?
are we close enough, Elon?
I actually
I want
don't
to say
know.
visibility. What? Let me take a look. What are the D&D visibility rules?
Yeah, we're like a day's trip out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess that then it would also kind of depend on the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it
like-
cloudy and stormy, or is it
It's
cool?
not-
Miles on a clear day.
It's not a clear day.
I would say
it's like
that it
partly
would-
cloudy.
I mean, if
I
you go
would-
up
I
high
would
enough,
say
you might be able to see.
It's up to
Yeah.
the D.
Like, I might not be able to tell anything meaningful.
Yeah.
You would have, from what I can tell, you may be able to see the city, but you wouldn't be able to like see much detail. But I would need a roll from you at disadvantage.
Would you be willing to fly up and take a look and just like see if there's any red flags, like any fires or smoke or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. I can try and manage that. Right now? Right now. Okay, I'm going. And flies up maybe about let's say about 100 feet, 200, 100 feet, somewhere around there.
Mm.
Get enough of a height to get like over any naturally obscuring terrain.
Perception at disadvantage, please.
Huh, for once I rolled decent. I'm proficient in perception, but my wisdom's a +0. So that is a 13 total.
Looks like the same old city.
All right. It doesn't seem to be on fire.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I spiral my way back down. Land. There's a at best I can tell, I can honestly say that the whole city is not on fire.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Of course. I need to clarify. I don't mean that nowhere in the city is on fire, or that the entire city is at a state of not on fire, but rather that. Look, there's no smoke coming off from this distance. I can't see nothing.
You didn't notice anything.
Exactly.
I appreciate you taking it. That'll ease my mind.
Of course. Now, can I ask you a question about Sienna?
Yeah.
Jay, I feel like somebody's been playing a prank on me, and I'm not really sure. I think Jason is trying to tell me that this Sienna is the same Sienna we've been traveling with from back when we went to sorry, I'm blanking.
Drow Temple?
The Drow Temple? The temple? Was it a temple? It was a big hill with a cave in it.
Yeah, it was a joke.
You were told it was a Drow Temple.
Yeah. It's like I can hear Michael's voice. Now, is he trying to pull the wool over my eyes, or?
Not anymore. That sounds like what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the same birdie.
Okay. Birdie. Okay.
The same birdie.
Okay. Well, thank you for your candor. And he's gonna walk away thinking that like potentially he may have misunderstood that exchange, because you seem to imply that like Jason told him this, and now he's like, oh no, I'm not actually maintaining that particular lie.
Watch order, please.
So at the moment, I'll go ahead and maintain the in the morning thing. It's all clicking, and he's going to be beating himself up over it for the next day and apologizing profusely.
Sienna, still in her pristine form, this is like she hasn't gotten any blood or dirt on it. She's like clean her armor, still like, especially because the armor is on loan. She's just walking around, picking up camp, kind of packing things up neatly, that day, and having everyone get on their way. So she hasn't even heard the conversation going on between any of them about her being the same burb.
So, saying that this is still the same night that y'all made camp, watch order?
I think
Sienna
Mara
would
would
go.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sienna would probably go first or last.
I think Mara would opt to go first, just on account of this whole thing keeping him up for a little bit. Like,
But you
Once,
get
I'll go last.
Once Diana's gotten her 4 hours in, she's good to cover the rest of the night.
Okay. So we've got Meru.
and Mara's gonna have
I'll
his
go
bird.
last. That way I can
his
start
bird.
on breakfast when I wake up.
Mara's gonna have Doodle helping him out with his watch.
Okay, Sienna's going to take second, I guess, since Jason's gonna take last.
I mean, you could help me with breakfast.
That way she gets to interact with Meru as they're switching. Watch.
Oh, you know what? You know what? That's the point where she wakes up with bedhead for her ship.
So, what was that order?
Meru,
first,
Sienna,
Sienna.
the other two, and then Jason? I don't remember.
So was Ziana taking the third one, or am I?
Ziana will take the third watch.
We got 5 of us, so
Yeah.
it's one person that gets to sleep all night if they want to.
So I can just get to sleep. Yeah.
Let the old man sleep. He needs his rest. Them old bones.
All right. I'm gonna just do a couple of rolls here. Okay. So, night finally settles in. Everybody except for... I minimize my things for one moment. Everyone except for Meru goes into rest mode. That's totally what we call it. That's what normal people call it. Go into rest mode and
Entering hibernation.
tell the
We all plug ourselves into our chargers and just, our screens go blank.
Teldian, you have the same dream again, except it's a little bit different, more vivid, you would say. You still see the person with shining clothes and the wings emerging from the earth. From how you're seeing them, you're pretty sure this is the person you're familiar with, the person you think that it is, but it's still a little bit obscured. As you're seeing this person emerge, you see the same images again, except more gruesome. You see Lord Worthington being picked up, dragged off. He is trying to resist. He's trying to fight these crowds of men, and they are just beating on him, hurting him, like trying to break his bones. And he just keeps trying to fight and fails. Bellic. You can tell at this point he is running away from whatever is pelting stones at him. He looks desperate, a desperation you've never seen on his face before. It looks like he is seeing the end of his life and he is way too scared to go. He runs and trips and falls and scrambles on the floor as the rocks getting bigger and bigger keep coming. This is happening simultaneously on this same stark black plain, and in the distance you see Alicia for a brief moment and then disappear. You see Arvis for a brief moment and then disappear. You can smell a sickening smell coming from the land. It's almost like the smell of rot and of death singeing your nose. And as you are observing all this, the screams from your master and the smell from the earth starting to really sink into your senses. You feel that searing pain in your back again. Roll Constitution for me.
2. I have a +1.
That didn't go well.
So, this searing pain like overtakes all of your senses. It feels like it's going through your entire body. Your head is pounding. Your arms are shaking as you feel whatever this is emerging from your back, breaking skin. You can feel your blood dripping down. But as whatever breaks through stretches out, you feel a relief. You see a glow. You can't tell what it is, but you think it's from you. And as that's happening, as you realize that you're screaming from the pain, it all fades. And you wake up once more with a pounding headache.
Yvonne?
Can you
Okay.
see? Are we? Oh, that's
It all
weird.
faded.
Froze up for a second and your
Yeah.
stream went weird.
Oh, that is so weird.
Okay.
I'm going to refresh the... Can everybody still hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yes.
All we heard was it all
never couldn't
fades,
hear
and
you.
then
It all
For a
faded.
second, I was like, God damn, DM.
I wish I
That's
was
called
that cool.
committing to the
It
bit.
all fades. End of campaign.
all because Teldian failed the Constitution saving throw.
All right. Let me refresh the stuff. Mr. Generic Name is here. For me. What?
Oh,
Reload
Wami?
overlays, please. Wow. So, are we having internet issues?
I think you're. I'm not getting any internet issues at the moment. From what I can pull up.
I'm not. It's getting pretty bad out here.
You have stopped transmitting your overlay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and that's the thing. The overlay currently is what's through Stream Elements.
It's possible that they're down. That Stream Elements is down.
If so, then that freaking sucks. It's not coming up. Awkward.
Maybe. Well, we will continue playing D&D in the middle of this absent void.
We're
in
trapped
the void that is
D&D in the
Teldian's mind.
void.
we're trapped in the void now. That's how it is now.
Void, cheeseburger void.
I honestly thought at first that
Try
it
it
was
now.
literally Yvonne just being like very dramatic and being like, and it all fades, and then like everything went black, and I was like, whoa, whoa.
Well, the sound is working again, so that's weird. Let's refresh all the overlays.
Yeah, it's coming up for me.
Yeah.
So try it now. And they might have just had a glitch in their service.
It says also the stream chat isn't working, but like I'm not surprised.
Well, the stream chat is also through.
Yeah.
Right.
It's in the it's in
all
the
the Stream
void right
Elements
now.
stuff that's not working.
Everything
It's
that might be
being-
related to stream elements has been eaten.
It's being visited by a certain horse right now.
Don't you dare.
Would that happen to be Mr. Ed?
It's actually his birthday tomorrow, not Mr. Ed, the other one.
You've invoked his name.
What? I'm right here. What do you mean? Hi.
Are we still streaming?
Are you
We're
drunk?
still streaming. Habib will just said, "Where are you, Howie? Where is your stream chat?" They're like,
People, are you drunk?
For some
our
reason.
subtitles are gone.
Huh?
Our subtitles are gone. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our sound is still coming through. I just checked it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I double checked it as well.
I'm not sure what's going on because, like, the things still aren't coming up for me. You can see
Why
that
don't
the feed
we-
looks really strange.
Why don't we progress up until we reach a like?
Up
We're
through, like,
probably not too
watches
far off
there.
the stopping spot, right?
We could call it there. Everything,
Yeah,
fades
everything
to black.
fades.
Everything faded and the campaign ended. We're done.
No. So what actually happens is that everything.
So we're starting new campaign next week,
No.
right?
No.
No.
So you, Teldian, you wake up from this dream. Your head is pounding, and you can still feel your backache. It feels familiar to some other dreams that you've had in the past. But this is way, way more intense than you've ever experienced before. It is morning. Why can't I get these things to... So, anything you want to do before you pack up and, head off to the city?
Well, when I in addition to keeping watch, I started prepping breakfast and everything so that when everybody woke up, the food would be ready for everybody.
Mm.
On the changing of the watch, Meru would
My computer froze.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
My computer froze for a moment, but I'm back.
Hi, back.
Stream is hitching currently. There it goes. Okay. Meru, upon doing the shift changing of the guard there, would, upon realizing his mistake, his tremendous fuck up, just, I have been an absolute idiot.
What else is new?
Sienna, after like having straightened up and everything and like going to change over, here's like, I'm assuming here's Meru. I can make a perception check.
Oh,
on that.
he's saying this to her.
Okay. She's kind of like, looks at him confused. I'm sorry, what?
You're the same Sienna from before.
Yeah. I didn't. She like looks at herself, looks up at you. I mean, I've been trying to tell you that, but I think I'm the same person.
I think I'm the same.
I'm pretty sure.
You're just so confident, it has me confused.
She has no charisma. I rolled for this. Want to know what I got on comprehending what Meru was saying? A 6. That's what
There
I
we
got.
go. So weird.
It said that everybody from your clan had the same name.
She just kind of quirks an eyebrow. Oh yeah, no, I was there. I'll remember that.
I should not have.
It happens, I guess.
Well, so changing of the guard happens. The night goes through peacefully, except for whatever the heck happened with Teldian.
One additional thing.
Jason makes breakfast
for
during
yourself.
his shift.
Okay.
One additional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Meru has Doodle wake up Jason.
Well,
When it's his time for the guard.
There's a snake in my
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's a stick in my boot.
Describe for me what Doodle does to wake me up.
Yes, please.
Crawling up your pant leg as best as he can get, sort of just winding around the your leg, not trying to go too far up, but like getting the tongue flickered, like getting the tickles going on, just enough to make you panic.
What the heck, man?
Yvonne, what role would that be?
For what?
Like, to see if you panic or not?
Yeah, to see. Yeah.
Would that be what? Intimidation at advantage?
Give me a second. Let me look at the. Oh God, did I lose my tab for D&D Beyond? No, I've got
roll
it.
intimidation for Doodle.
If you roll intimidation for Doodle, you have to use Doodle's stats.
Yeah, snake block.
But at advantage because
Because
And
he's sleeping. That's
and
what I would think.
honestly, Jason, if you were to roll, it'd be perception at disadvantage. Has OBS been partaking in libations? I think Stream Elements has.
Yvonne, I don't have the stat block for a snake on hand.
Let me see if I have it. Snake.
Doodle.
Constrictor snake.
Danger noodle.
Giant constrictor snake. Medusa.
That would be like a. In this case, I think it's a constrictor snake. I specifically got the one. Yeah, I think it's a constrictor.
All right.
It's
so,
not the giant one.
Or
Yeah.
like I picked up the one that specifically had blind sight.
So intimidation. That's holy crap.
It would be charisma, which is
Charisma.
-4.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is a -4.
So that's a 2.
Mm.
How did you do, Jamie?
You said perception at disadvantage.
Yes.
That is an 8. 6 plus 2.
So
Other number was a 13.
as you're coming to, Jason, you feel like a kind of tickle, a kind of warmth. It feels almost pleasant. You kind of
I
feel,
roll up my pant leg and I see the snake, and I'm just like, "Oh, hey there, buddy. How you doing?"
It like growls at you.
Hold
in
on,
a
just
way
a
that
second. And I rummage in my
it's
pack and I pull out.
menacing.
He
I-
definitely
actually,
needs
it's
whatever
super adorable.
Scritches gets. This snake is big on
a little,
scritches.
I pull out a snack of some sort, and I kind of from my pack and feed it to it and
Love that.
scritch it until it loosens up on the leg.
You know what it looks like when a kitten, like a small kitten, like hisses at you
Mhm.
and like it's acting really grumpy and adorable.
It's a 17 on animal handling.
Aw.
He's all about it.
Doodle the
Yep.
noodle.
Get it
is
off my
acting
leg,
very
pull it
cute.
up to my to where let him slither to wherever he wants to be comfortable,
Mhm.
and then I return him to you. Unless he wants to stay with me while I
Yeah, he's gonna
Well,
chill
make
out,
breakfast
hanging
for
around your
everybody.
neck like a scarf.
Coco.
Like honestly, though, I'm gonna have to like re-investigate the stat blocks and everything just to make sure I got what I wanted. But like,
Mhm.
he's supposed to be small enough to hide within the fold of my scarf, so maybe not an actual constrictor snake.
Yeah, it seems more like a garden snake.
Like a
kind of variety.
gardener snake.
Whoa. Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
Kind of like the
Static.
growly and the soft growly in the background.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't.
Why?
Kind of like static.
Yeah.
Things are getting weird.
Anyway,
Things are.
Maybe
getting
we
there.
should just wrap it up.
It is about the time to
there was
wrap it up.
supposed to be a solar flare happening at some point. I don't remember if it happened yet or not.
Oh wait, wasn't tonight the frickin' full moon thing?
That was last week.
No, that was last
Oh,
week.
shit. I'm sorry, guys. COVID has me off by a week. If I can blame COVID, I'll do it.
Well, I do think that other than any packing up activities, anybody else has any packing up activities that you want to touch on before you travel to the capital?
I mean, when we eat breakfast, I'm gonna be eating like very quick for me. Just basically rushing through the packing up of stuff.
When Meru wakes up and sees Doodle hanging out around over Jason's shoulder, there's definitely this look of like, you traitor.
He
And
sticks his tongue out at you and back to Jason.
You know what? Sienna's gonna see Doodle and roll animal handling
okay.
to snag up Doodle and give it scritches.
Aw.
He's Jason's familiar.
That is a natural 20.
Aw.
He's Sienna's familiar now.
Yep. You're just filling out the Sienna now.
No.
Which
I
is
will never
interesting
steal you
because
from her.
Owl and Small Snake.
Sienna sees Doodle and is like, "Oh, we have a bunch of these back at home," and like, oops, the baby, and like starts giving head scritches, and it's just like, "Oh, you sweet thing," just like pristine Sienna is just like giving Danger Noodle all the love.
And what is everybody's
There
pack?
is. Sorry.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, Meru's gonna be at some point during the morning here, looking over at Doodle again, like, you scritch slut.
No slut shaming. Doodle.
I know. I'm sorry, but like, with that sort of vibe.
What is everybody's passive perception?
11.
12.
13.
12.
All right. So, the 12s and 13s. As you're going about packing up camp, eating breakfast and everything, you look at Teldian and you notice the clothes on his back seem a bit moist, like just in 2 streaks on his back. You can't really see why, because his suit jacket is very dark, but there's something wrong there.
Dude, did you sweat through your sleep?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's gross.
Can Sienna go and take a closer look? She's from the army, so probably like medicine check.
Ask Teldian.
Yeah.
Meru's
Can
over here
I-
about to clean him up a little.
Yeah, but she's like kind of hands off Doodle to Meru.
Winds up around the arm.
And then she goes and is like, Teldian, can I take a look at that?
At what?
At the 2 streaks running down your back.
Sure.
And with that, she's going to do a medicine check.
All right. Do you like take off his jacket or anything, or?
She's gonna ask Teldian if they are comfortable taking off their jacket so she can get a better look.
Okay.
I take off my jacket.
18 total.
You take off his jacket, and what's going on becomes a lot more obvious. Because on his gray shirt underneath, you see 2 blotches of blood on his back. It's soaked through to the jacket. But from what you can tell without him taking anything else off, he's not reacting as if he has a wound that would have solicited that kind of blood loss.
Not to freak you out, okay? It looks like you were bleeding or have been bleeding, but there's no no way that you could have gotten that wound. You were sleeping the entire night, right?
You're awful calm for somebody with so much blood on their back.
No, you weren't attacked or anything, right?
I was not attacked.
Okay.
I swear, Doodle is a good snake.
Do you want me to help you patch that? Like, do you feel comfortable with taking your shirt off to help so I could patch that? Like,
Let's check it out. Let's see if it's a open wound or what's going on. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go ahead and take my shirt.
Okay.
Diana will be kind of doing her own thing, eating breakfast, and as she comes over, seeing all the commotion, just sees these wounds on Teldian's back, and just almost like, oh my goodness, and almost like drop her breakfast out of shock. Like, is everything okay? Do you need any healing or anything?
Are the wounds still open, or is there anything there, or is it just blood?
That's the weird thing. When the shirt comes off, you look at the area just inside of the shoulder blades. It doesn't look like there was blood there. Honestly, the skin looks clear. However, you do see something poking out of his back. It looks like it's glowing. As you look closer, Sienna, and you squint a bit because it is unreasonably bright for being a part of a human body, it looks like feathers. Just a little bit. Just emerging. But feathers nonetheless.
Now Teldian, your back has glowing horns.
Teldian!
Sorry. No, not a character, sorry.
Teldian, you don't have a history of birds in your family, do you?
Can't say as though I do.
So there's no explanation for the feathers coming out of your back, then?
They're feathers?
By chance you growing wings?
Don't sound so offended, Teldian. Feathers are pretty great.
Why would I have wings?
Obviously, somebody decided you could be improved.
Honestly, Teldian, I don't know because you weren't attacked. You're growing feathers out of your back. I honestly don't know where this came from, and you have no history of bird or bird genes, from what I know.
I did have a vision last night.
Oh!
So you're seeing visions now. You're just full of surprises.
Does it explain the back thing, or?
Come to think, we don't actually know much about Teldian.
Yeah.
From Galadia.
Galadia?
She's an angel.
Since when are you on a
What
first
now?
name basis with angels?
I'm not. I don't talk to them. They just show me visions.
So you got a vision from an angel, and that explains the feathers in your back?
I don't think it explains the feathers. But I don't know, it could be related to that. It was during that vision that I felt the pain on my back.
Could I make some sort of history check or like insight to see if Sienna would understand or recognize anything like this?
Religion check.
Religion, okay.
For anyone who wants.
I'll make a religion check.
18 total.
Okay.
Not better than that.
Anyone else? No? No? Alright. Sienna, from what you know, there seems to, like, there is a small, I guess you would say group of worshippers that revere a woman named Galadia. Unlike a lot of the other deities in this world, who, when they did something grand, they ascended and left the mortal coil, Galadia ascended and kept coming back to assist people. Her form, when she did ascend, originally as a normal human, her form changed. She sprouted wings and began to glow from her wings and from her eyes. She often helps people to fend off danger. She's known as a protector.
Important question. Is the implication here that Teldian is becoming a goddess? Or...
Do you want me to answer that?
That's not something the DM should be asking. I'm asking if I'm understanding the history lesson here, right?
I'm just telling you what happened in history, not necessarily what's happening to Teldian.
To clarify, I'm trying to understand the meaning of the meaning behind the phrase kept coming back.
She did not fully separate herself from the people of the living, but rather she keeps visiting people who are still on the mortal coil to help them.
Okay. So Sienna's gonna kind of, let Teldian know, well, you can put your shirt back on,
I'm gonna wash it up.
yeah, after we clean it up, get you a new shirt in the meantime. But she's gonna kind of say, you worship Gladia?
I mean, it's not a matter of worshiping her. She just sometimes helps.
So she's like a protector to you, showing you these visions?
To Lord Worthington, she shows me how to best protect. And just that.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we best make haste to the city then.
Yeah, we gotta show Lord Worthington his wings.
Yeah. The start
This
of
is not the-
wings.
Diana
This
is
is not the point.
writing all of this down, like in her little
It's the
notebook, like
start of of something.
Father, you are not going to believe what just happened.
Oh, no.
Daddy, I think they have.
Father, we have
I
an
would
angel
prefer-
in our party.
I would prefer it if you were to keep this to yourselves.
Daddy, I believe you have an angel, but don't tell anyone.
No, Ziona won't be that bad. She'll. Yeah, if you'd rather we didn't tell anyone about it, I can keep it a secret.
Yeah, at least until we find out what's going on.
Oh,
But hey, if you gain wings, that'd be pretty cool too.
Yep, just leave me and Jason walking on the ground like plebs. I see how it is. She's obviously in a joking manner.
Like plebs.
Personally, I prefer the air. For all you Super Smash Brothers characters.
So,
Yeah.
with that, and Meru prestidigitating Teldian's clothes bloodless.
Bloodless.
And
Also the jacket because sweaty. Or bloody.
Bloody.
Yeah, that was
Bloody
It was
sweaty.
We can clean that up a little.
It's so bloody sweaty.
Honestly, I in my head, Meru's gesticulations for prestidigitation is really just a
like, ew.
yeah.
Shoo! Shoo!
Gross. So, discovery of little glowy feathers coming out of Teldian's back. The clothes are clean, the camp is packed, and you are off to Oriel, the capital, to see maybe what the heck is going on here. But we'll find out more about that next session, which will hopefully be,
Which is next week.
yes, which will hopefully be without incident. Oh
yeah.
shit. I'm sorry, there's a bug here and I have to kill it.
Without
And
incident,
just like that, the
incident
jam is-
immediately happens.
and that's when the stream crashes.
Oh Lord have mercy. I would be so furious. Anyhow, yeah, that's our session for today. Sorry about all of the issues that have happened. Next week, hopefully, will be a lot easier. But in the meantime, say thank you to our party. We have Melodor219, we have Ember, we have Howie, aka Strgtscntst, we have KrimzonKnight Gaming, and we also have Tim, aka Lincoln Yellow. Fabulous people, fabulous people. Please check them out on their various social medias and stuff. We will be seeing you next week, May 28th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, hopefully without any incident, I swear to God. And until then, I will be streaming at the normal times. And these people stream as well, so you should, well, except for Tim. But other than that, you should check them out.
Join their streams.
Join their streams. So, with that, I'm going to go to bed. Or probably drink some tea first. Happy International Tea Day. Have a good night, have a lovely week, and we'll see you next time. You've all been stellar. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye, everybody.